stupid brick. If a product is not designed, produced, and distributed by Nintendo themselves, I'm not buying it. I remember watching all those iPhone vs. 1,000-degree knife for fucking lava because I want these things gone. If I can't view user-generated content, just view, nothing else, on this piece of shit, what's the point? I have 30 now. Like and subscribe to enter my giveaway. Nintendo Switch Online. You get to use your product, play an NES game with an incredible name, and use up to 43 megabytes on your phone. None of which takes away from the fact that Switch Online is something people only accept because it's relatively cheap. The Nintendo Switch Online app. It's there. I downloaded this onto my phone and just kind of forgot about it. Even when I played Smash and Animal Crossing frequently, I really don't remember using either of their services that much. Actually, I don't think I've touched the Animal Crossing one. But then you have Splatoon. Two of them, actually. I feel like this probably has the most stuff to actually do in it. And the fact there is two of them shows some form of commitment to the idea of these things. So whatever Project Spiral is, if it's a mainline entry, they're probably planning on making another splatnet for it. But does that matter? Is it worth the time to make splatnet 4? Should Nintendo keep making these? Well, let's look at what we can do with splatnet. In the most modern version, we have 22 different options. God damn. I mean, we can check the history of rankings for challenges and X battles. I mean, that's nice to have, but I don't think it's the most useful feature. It's cool to see what people achieve, but it's not really useful unless you're aiming for the top. We have Wonder Crust too. Those items were a nice thing to work towards, you know? Gave a sense of progression in a way. The cosmetics themselves weren't like good. But do you think I'm complaining that I can dress up as a cat boy? I mean, you could just put this in game. I mean, would a quest system be that bad? We could use some more stuff to work towards after level 30 that would probably help these games stay relevant longer. The catalog, baby. Just checking how far you are in the fucking battle pass. You can't even claim it or whatever, just see how far you are in the catalog. Okay, the Splatnet shop, that's something, right? You can order a piece of gear, and if you want to redeem it and order another, you need to go onto your Switch to claim it. Make a fit to put on later. That's nice, not really complaining about that. The history tab has the most little goodies in it. You can check all the badges you have, get stats for your weapon usage. I like using this to show how mentally ill I am. Your high scores for X battles. A lot of nice little stats, but why isn't this in-game? Why can't they record my X battle high scores in-game? That's on the verge of too important to leave in a phone app. That's kind of the problem with most of Splatnet. Everything is so minor, why would I get out my phone to do this? But so important, why would you limit it to an app? Who is checking single-player completion status on their phone? But I'm not even allowed to see how many of my kills were assists in-game? The only part of this app that I think kinda makes sense is Tournament Manager. I understand why that would be separate. It is a bit complicated to put in-game, but I don't think the comp players are even using this thing. Settings? These aren't settings. There's nothing to change here. It's just legal information and an advertisement. Splatnet is not necessary. Nearly everything in here could just be put in the game. And if we need something like Tournament Manager or anything too complicated to put in game, just make it a website or something. Though while Splatnet is completely unnecessary, I also don't have a problem with it existing. It's nice to have these stats on the go, or to be able to check the schedule to plan when you want to play. I do like having it, I just don't care about it that much. Splatnet is nice to have, and assuming they do add all the features here into the game, there's really no problem with it existing. It just really doesn't matter if they don't bother to make another.
sex flaw?
I don't have one.
I don't like to ride.
I be growling too much. Sometimes they like it, sometimes they don't, you know?